This is our Emergency Berm Project, and it's related to what happened here in September with the hurricane. And everyone knows, or should know, that the dunes are basically gone, or were gone, from Hurricane Ian. And we're building them back, essentially, to provide a little protection from the upcoming hurricane season. And hopefully it will remain in place to the point where we can put plantings on it next year and get them stabilized and maybe last for several more years. After Naples Beach, we're going to move to Park Shore, which is on the other side of Doctor's Pass and goes up to Clam Pass. And when we're finished there, we'll jump back down to the south end of the pier and go from the pier to, say, 21st Avenue South. And there's a potential to actually put sand in Port Royal. We've got to get some easements together, and so we're working on those. On the north county, we're working on Vanderbilt Beach back to Vanderbilt Beach Road, and then we'll go from Pelican Bay south, working north back to Vanderbilt Beach Road. Once we're finished there, we'll go to Barefoot Beach. Got a couple miles of beach up there, and when that's finished, we'll move down to Marco and basically wrap up the project in Marco. On average, we're looking at about 200 trucks a day. That gives us about 4,000 to 4,500 tons per day. They're actually doing a lot more in Vanderbilt as we speak. They're looking to get something in the order of 300 today. And we're hoping if we get 200 here, we'll be good today. But we're steady here, and so you can see that we've already worked clear from the pier to 2nd Avenue South or so. So we're making good progress. Our target is for this time next year to start putting plants in the the new berm, getting ready for wet season, so that number one, the plants are big enough. It takes 3 to 4 months to grow them, and so if we put them in April of next year, we'll go right into the wet season and we won't have to worry about them dying. If we get a nest right here tomorrow that's in the way of construction, we'll just rope off about a 20-foot circle around it. And if the contractor needs to place sand on this side of the circle and on this side of the circle, he'll leave enough sand off to the side to fill in the gap when the turtles hatch, and that's the way we'll do it. The big difference is we're higher on the beach. We're typical renourishment project, we'd be renourishing all the way into the water basically. So we're just building the first 50 or 60 feet from the vegetation line, or where the vegetation line used to be, and providing a little more height as well, because the beach renourishment typically is at elevation 4.3 or so, and this elevation we're standing on right now is elevation 6.0, so we got a couple extra feet of beach here. Every piece of sand provides a little bit of protection, and so the more we get wider and higher, the more protection we have for whatever storm we get. There's challenges in every direction, but we've got a great crew, 2 great contractors, and a bunch of top-notch staff working on the project, so we're pretty lucky.